Hey guys, this is Amit and you're watching Tech Dad. In this video, we are going to compare between Poco M3 Pro versus Realme 7 and we will discuss which one is better in camera, performance, display, body of the devices, features, communication chips and about the prices. In the end of the video, I will tell you which one is better according to me. So watch this video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let the comparison start with the camera of the devices. Talking about the rear camera of the devices, M3 Pro have triple camera setup, 48 megapixel of wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. Whereas Realme 7 also comes with quad camera setup, 64 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. So the winner here is Realme 7 because it have quad camera setup, which have ultra wide sensor. And about the front camera of the devices, M3 Pro have 8 megapixel of wide camera, whereas Realme 7 have 16 megapixel of wide camera. So the winner here is Realme 7 because it have 16 megapixel of wide camera, which can take low noisy photos in low light condition. Let's talk about the camera features of the devices. M3 Pro have dual LED flash, HDR and panorama, whereas Realme 7 have LED flash, HDR and panorama. So the winner here is M3 Pro because it have dual LED flash. And about the video recording options in the devices, M3 Pro can shoot Full HD video max at 30 fps and Realme 7 can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps, Full HD video max at 120 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization. So the winner here is Realme 7 because it can record in 4K and it have gyro electronic image stabilization. Moving to the performance of the devices, let's start with the operating system of the devices. M3 Pro have Android 11 support. On the other side, Realme 7 have Android 11 support. So it's a tie here because both of the operating system have same. And about the user interface of the devices, M3 Pro have MIUI, whereas Realme 7 comes with Realme UI. So it's a tie here because both of the user interface have different UI. So it's up to you which UI you like it or not. It's up to you. Let's talk about the processor of the devices. M3 Pro is powered by Dimensity 700 5G based on 7nm processor, whereas Realme 7 have Helio G95 based on 12nm processor. So the winner here is M3 Pro because it have higher processing speed. And about the GPU of the devices, M3 Pro is packed with Mali G57, whereas Realme 7 is also packed with G76. So the winner here is M3 Pro because it can give you more FPS in games. Let's talk about the clock speed of the devices. M3 Pro can clock at 2.2 GHz based on octa-core Cortex chipset, whereas Realme 7 can clock at 2.05 GHz based on octa-core Cortex chipset. So the winner here is M3 Pro because it have faster clock speed. And about the RAM variants in the devices, M3 Pro comes with two RAM variants, 4 and 6 GB, whereas Realme 7 have two RAM variants, 6 and 8 GB. So the winner here is Realme 7 because it have 6 and 8 GB of RAM option. Let's talk about the internal storage of the devices. M3 Pro comes with two storage options, 64 and 128 GB, whereas Realme 7 also have 64 and 128 GB. So the winner here is M3 Pro because it have faster read and write speed. And about the external storage of the devices, M3 Pro have dedicated card slot, Realme 7 also have dedicated card slot. So it's a tie. Moving to the display features of the devices. Let's start with the display size of the devices. M3 Pro have 6.5 inches of display and Realme 7 have 6.5 inches of display. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same display size. And about the screen to body ratio of the devices, M3 Pro have 83.7%, whereas Realme 7 have 83.4%. So again it's a tie because both of the devices have same ratio. Let's talk about the screen resolution of the devices. M3 Pro have Full HD Plus display. In the other side, Realme 7 have Full HD Plus display too. So it's a tie here. And about the display type of the devices, M3 Pro have IPS LCD display having 90 Hz of refresh rate, whereas Realme 7 have IPS LCD display having 90 Hz of refresh rate. So again it's a tie because both of the devices have same display panel, which is good for gaming. Moving to the body features of the devices, let's start with the thickness of the devices. 8.9 mm of thickness, whereas Realme 7 have 9.4 mm of thickness. So the winner here is M3 Pro because it have slimmer body. Talking about the weight of the devices, M3 Pro comes with 190 grams of weight, whereas Realme 7 have 196 grams of weight. So the winner here is M3 Pro because it have lighter body weight. And about the protective glass of the devices, M3 Pro have Gorilla Glass 3, whereas Realme 7 have Gorilla Glass 3. So it's a tie because both of the devices can give you same protection. Let's talk about the build quality of the devices. M3 Pro have plastic back with plastic frame, whereas Realme 7 also have plastic back with plastic frame. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same build quality. And about the SIM options in the devices, both of the devices have dual nano SIM support, so it's a tie. Moving to some of the most important features of the devices, let's start with the fingerprint scanner of the devices. M3 Pro have side mounted fingerprint scanner, and the other side Realme 7 have side mounted fingerprint scanner, so I will call it a tie. And about the sensors in the devices, M3 Pro have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass, whereas Realme 7 have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass. So again, it's a tie. Let's talk about the battery capacity of the devices. M3 Pro have 5000 mAh of battery capacity, whereas Realme 7 also have 5000 mAh of battery capacity. So clearly it's a tie because both of the devices have same battery capacity. Let's talk about the charging speed of the devices. M3 Pro have 18 watts of fast charging, whereas Realme 7 have 30 watts of fast charging. So the winner here is Realme 7 because it can charge up your device faster. Let's talk about the loudspeaker of the devices. M3 Pro comes with normal speakers, whereas Realme 7 also have normal speakers. So it's a tie. And about the headphone jack of the devices, M3 Pro have 3.5mm of headphone jack, whereas Realme 7 also have. So again, it's a tie. Moving to the communication chips in the devices. Starting with the WLAN of the devices, both of the devices have Wi-Fi AC, dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct and hotspot. So it's a tie. And about the Bluetooth version of the devices, M3 Pro have 5.1 generation of Bluetooth, whereas Realme 7 have 5th generation of Bluetooth. So the winner here is M3 Pro because it have newer generation of Bluetooth. Let's talk about the positioning chips in the devices. M3 Pro have a GPS, GLONASS, Galileo and BDS, whereas Realme 7 have a GPS, GLONASS and BDS. So clearly the winner here is M3 Pro because it have Galileo sensor. And about the USB connectivity of the devices, M3 Pro comes with 2nd gen of Type-C connector, whereas Realme 7 have 2nd gen of Type-C connector. So the winner here is Realme 7. Moving to the price of the devices, in the international market, starting range of M3 Pro is around $180, whereas Realme 7 is available from $200. In the Indian market, M3 have starting range from 16,000 rupees. Realme 7 is available from 16,000 rupees. So the conclusion of the video is, in the camera, the winner is Realme 7. In the performance, the winner is M3 Pro. In the display, it's a tie. In the body segment, the winner is M3 Pro. In the features of the device, it's a tie. In the communication chips, it's a tie. And about the prices, the winner is M3 Pro. So the decision is totally yours. Which device you like the most so far? Let me know in the comment below what you think, which device is better for you. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please like our video, share this video and subscribe to our channel. Comment what you thought in the comment below. If you're watching this video on Facebook, please like our page TechDad, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, here's my Instagram ID on the screen. This is Amit and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.